St. Louis distressed properties, helping buyers acquire real estate. Hey, my name is Andre. I'm with St. Louis Wholesale Real Estate Properties. You can check us out at our website. Make sure you join our VIP buyers list at stlwholesalere.com. If you look below the description, you'll see all the information. Hey, make sure you thumbs up this video. Subscribe to our channel. Also, at the bottom, there's a bell icon. Make sure you turn that notifications on. So that's what the bell icon is for. So anytime we do any of these videos, you'll be notified that we have a new video. So all the thumbs up, comment, shares, all of that good stuff, it helps. It really helps us. It helps us connect to other real estate investors, whether they're in the St. Louis area or whether they're thinking about investing in the St. Louis area. And that's what we do. We look for distressed properties and we source them from motivated sellers and we bring them to you, the cash buyer. And that's what we try to do. Are you familiar with our area? If you're not familiar with our area, that's another thing that I do with these videos. I kind of talk about different parts of the St. Louis, Missouri area. Sometimes people go off of data. Well, when you don't have much to go off of, and you know, we all look at data. We all depend on data for certain things. You know, depending on the criteria for our dollars. So we're going to check the areas out and we're going to look at certain data. But I try to break some of those things down in terms of the areas that you may or may not want to invest in. Obviously, if you look in an area and you see a crime-ridden area, you're not going to want to invest in that area, and that's understandable. But those local investors are more prone to invest in some of those areas than an outside investor, as you well know. But St. Louis Wholesale Real Estate Properties, we're at stlwholesalere.com. Make sure you like us on Facebook as well, and if you're on Twitter, follow us on Twitter as well. stlwholesalere is our Twitter handle, and if you look below in the description, you will see all of that good stuff. And don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up, like, share, all of that good stuff. So, distressed properties, St. Louis distressed properties. There are distressed properties in every major city of every major city in the United States, and I'm sure if you go abroad, you'll find some distressed properties also. But here in the St. Louis area, you'll find them more prevalent in certain areas, and obviously those areas you're not going to want to invest a whole lot of money in, if any at all, if you just see vacant buildings everywhere, or if it's vacant buildings and a lot of crime, most investors are not going to want to invest in those areas, and that's understandable. But like I said, some local investors, they love those areas, and sometimes we go in those areas as well, and we have those properties too, and that's because we know we have buyers in those areas as well. So what we try to do here, we also don't down any areas as well. So we're not going to talk about, hey, this area over here is bad, that one's bad, I wouldn't touch it. Now, what you do with your money is on you. Obviously, that's your decision, and we understand that, we respect that. But some areas in the St. Louis area are outstanding areas, and some that don't look so hot are actually hot, and they actually have tons of buyers in them as well. So anytime a distress situation comes up for a homeowner, it's usually tied to some financial aspect in terms of distress, and that's what we source. We source properties from those type of homeowners that are motivated to sell. It may be a situation where they inherited a property. So there's a few ways that can happen as well. They could be some sort of beneficiary on the property, but if it goes through the probate process, which everything should, if the original homeowner may have passed on. If it goes through the probate process, those, we're going to look at those as well. So what other types of properties are you buying? Do you look at a specific area in the St. Louis, Missouri area as well? So we have within the city limits where we have investors. We also have investors that love to go around in South County, in the West County area, in North County area. We have investors in the St. Charles area. So we try to source properties from every area here in the St. Louis metropolitan area. So it's a unique area. It really is. It's a unique area. And we look for not only distressed properties, but we more so look for distressed situations for motivated sellers, so we can take those deals and pass them on to you, or may keep some of them ourselves. So it all depends. But when you sign up for our buyers list, that's what we do. When you sign up for our buyers list, we'll let you know whenever we have a brand new property, or if you purchase, if you're I guess if you have what I like to call unlimited funds, if you're like buying 5 of these things a week or more or whatnot, obviously we're going to deal with you directly, and we're going to ask you what type of properties are you buying, what areas are you buying in, or if you're not familiar with our area in terms of where to purchase property, we give you some suggestions if you contact us as well. So you can leave a comment below, or you can also email me at andre@stlwholesalere.com as well, and I'll try to put that in the description. It should be in the description. I'll write a note right here on my little notepad. Put in the description email. So andre@stlwholesalere.com. So yeah, dealing with St. Louis distressed properties, you have to be careful because it all depends on your investing style. So if it's an area where you're not used to investing in, I don't care what kind of area it is. If you're just not used to investing, let's say in a high-end area, obviously I would recommend not to invest if you don't know anything about this particular area here in St. Louis. So and that will work for any area, not just a high-end area. But yeah, we try to help real estate investors acquire property, to their investing styles, basically. So there's no secret when it comes to that. So when you're dealing with distressed properties in any market, you want to know the area. You want to make sure that everything fits your criteria. And there's no problem with that whatsoever. No problem with that at all. Just looking on my little list here. I always say, to be basically honest, I always have some notes right here because I can't remember everything that I want to say in the video. I usually remember the basic things, but I always want to touch on a thing or two. When dealing with distressed properties in St. Louis, to me, the uglier the better. If it's a nice area, I don't care how run down the house is. Obviously, we want to get it because those are the properties. Those type of properties also, I have cash buyers that, the uglier the better. So they want the real ugly properties, and we want to get those properties for our cash buyers. A lot of our cash buyers like the nicer homes, and there's no problem with that. Everyone obviously want a home to where you don't have to put a lot of work in, and you can still get it at a nice price. So there's nothing wrong with that as well. So, it all depends. Everyone's different. Every investor is different. Every real estate investor is different. Even if you're a stock investor, every stock investor is different. You have your value investors. You have, just have different. Everybody wants to do it differently. So whatever works for you, and that's what we want to know. So that's why we make these videos. We make these videos to talk a little about our area, to hook up with real estate investors like yourself, and to build those relationships and go out and get those properties for our cash buyers. we're at the end of this video right now. So St. Louis Distressed Properties, helping buyers acquire real estate. That's what we do at stlwholesalere.com. Look in the description. You'll see all the links that you need. I'm going to make sure I put my email down there as well. So make sure you thumbs up, like, share. If you got any questions, just leave a comment below, and we'll definitely chat back with you or whatnot. Or if it needs to be a private conversation or what have you, just we'll give you the instructions for that as well. So thank you. Thumbs up the video, all that good stuff. We'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to turn those notifications on and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching us, and hey, we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.